This is my first NRL Hunter in 2025 down in Vance, Alabama for the Steel City Safari. This is day one, my first stage, stage 6.
It's a long day.
If you look at the bottom of the screen, I've got average scores for each division running across. And once those are finished, I'll go ahead and show the actual distances of the targets. I'll overlay it on the target card on the left side of the screen.
Yes.
Yeah. And then it's not the target that's directly to the 9 o'clock of it?
No.
This is about, I think, 2 minutes into the stage. I had trouble finding the actual target for this one, so I just went and skipped the first 2 minutes. All right, so the target placard for this stage was S Sense. Look at the target placard there on the left. There was a very fresh and newly painted boar target just to the left of that, and that's what I kept calling out and asking the ROs if that was a target. And they just told me I was on the right placard, but not the right target. Just off to the right of that placard, there was a really beaten and grayed wolf target. That was at 867 yards. The wind was pretty bad, at least for us in the southeast for this match. I think it was gusting up to 18 or 20 miles an hour. But I'm just making these videos so that anybody who's interested in competing in one of these matches kind of gets an idea or a feel for what they can expect to see it in these. Again, this is a pretty boring stage, but I figured it'd be good for me to kind of talk over this one and give you guys an understanding of the format of the videos and stuff. Yeah, I'm setting up here, but I'm down to like 10 seconds, so I just end up not even pulling my mag. I just call it. Okay, stage 7. So stage 7 was boar and a piglet. It was left to right, so 2 targets, 2 positions.
That arrow.
My first target to the LR?
Yeah.
The average score for this one, I think, was actually a little bit worse than the last one, but I know that day 1 crushed a lot of souls for a lot of the competitors.
Like 1 o'clock of the LR?
Right now I'm calling out the first target.
Second target is 1 o'clock.
So basically the 2 targets were separated. One was way in the back and one was pretty close up. If I remember correctly, a lot of people only found one of the targets. They either found the first one in the very back or they found the one that was super close up, but most people didn't find both of them. Here are the ranges. Target 1 was near the placard, up on the clearing, up on the hill. I might add a little annotation for the video. And then the second one I didn't find, but it was in the clearing much closer. So those targets were at 880 and 325 yards.
Past the dead tree to the right to the 3 o'clock?
Right now I've already found the first target, and I'm trying to call out what I think is the second target, but I'm not even in the right area. And eventually here I just kind of give up. Like I said, for the last stage, the winds were pretty bad for us here in the southeast. I believe the wind was anywhere from 10 to 15 miles an hour left to right for this stage.
I mean, it really was.
We shot everything but one so far.
We shot everything but the last stage of day.
I know the ROs are talking about this is the most difficult stage of the match, but I'm pretty sure we heard that 3 or 4 times on day 1. And I'll be providing all the stages from these matches as long as I have footage from them. But this is a great example of not building a stable shooting platform. I talked to the RO after this stage, and he said that first shot missed right off the snout of the boar on the left side, so I was actually should have held less wind, but I ended up holding more wind here. And again, I mean, I'm just not stable at all. I'm just slinging lead here.
Skipping second target.
And I skipped the second target because I couldn't find it, so I just moved on to second position. And instead of building like a more stable position or trying to figure out something that's going to work better for me, I build the exact same position and I'm still wobbly. So if anybody's interested in the format, your first target for NRL Hunter will typically be right next to a placard that they designate. You can see that LR.
Time.
And I think I made an impact on that last round there, so I got 1 point for the stage.
Not my score, but I'm just third best.
All right, for stage 8, we had 4 pigs. I remember actually glassing this stage. I couldn't find the placard, so I couldn't find the placard in the first target for this stage. I think if I would have extended my tripod and been standing, I would have been able to see it. But this stage is definitely better. I actually found the targets and felt like I had some good shots. For this stage, we had to glass from this position, and then if you can look up to the top left, there's a staircase. You had to basically run up the staircase and shoot off of a railing that was on the side of the staircase. So again, I didn't actually find the first target until later, but they were all relatively close in range. They were just spread apart, so they're anywhere from 485 to 525 yards. You'll see that the orange U8 placard, and you'll see it really good. This is a good view for somebody who's just looking into getting into NRL Hunter, what you'll kind of like what a good stage layout will be once the trigger cam comes up. So here I'm saying I'm going to skip the first target, and then as soon as I get behind the gun, I see the placard clear as day. So then I'm like, okay, I guess I'll shoot it, but I don't have my binos, so I can't get dope because I have no idea what that range is. So I just kind of make a really swaggy guess on dope. If I remember right, wind for me was roughly 5 to 10 miles an hour left to right here. But I don't have correct dope here. I'm pretty sure I'd shot right underneath the target. You also tell how unstable I am, and like my recoil management just isn't there on this railing, because every time you shoot it wants to slide down the railing. I missed first 2 shots, and I actually have dope for these next 3 targets. I think I took this first shot and made an impact, and I realized I don't need to hold as much wind because these targets are very forgiving for wind. So I cut down my wind call a little bit. Now the problem with the position that I chose, and I was talking to Dave, he's the guy behind the camera, he shot this before me, and apparently you couldn't see the 4th target. I could see it from the glassing position down there, but I couldn't see it from this position on the railing. You had to be closer to the top of the staircase to actually see it. So I ended up just dropping points on that. I ended up with a 4, which wasn't bad. So I just wanted to thank you guys for watching the this first episode. It's Steel City Safari Day 1 Part 1. The plan for these are to release 1 to 2 of these a week. I've pretty much got footage of every stage from this competition, the NRL Hunter in Georgia, and then I'm planning on shooting 3 more in the Southeast this year. But the goal is to try my best to bring you guys all of the stages so you can kind of understand or get an idea of what to expect when you're coming to one of these competitions, and then eventually branching out into some of the other shooting sports and just the fun stuff that I do shooting in the future with some friends. So if you guys have any questions or really any constructive criticism or just like letting me know what you want to see from these, please throw it in the comments below. I'll try to respond to all of them. But yeah, just let me know what you guys want to see or if I'm missing something or if something doesn't work out, so I can try and fix that and make it a better experience for everybody. Thanks.